Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thems and theys, to the podcast Daddy Variety Show, the show that has no rhyme or reason, just things in season. Now here's the host with a wiener to match his demeanor, the podcast Daddy.
You know, I have one question for everybody. When did it start becoming cool to just hate fucking everything? Any piece of media that comes out, there's always a wave of naysayers and assholes that will just sit there and tell you that it's trash, or the actors aren't doing what they're supposed to, or it's just a shit show. You shouldn't give it a chance. I understand that this whole concept started when Angry Video Game Nerd came around, and there was a bunch of clones that obviously wanted to emulate the style because they seen how good he was doing. But you have to realize that some people are allowed to just fucking enjoy things. You know, like the new Fallout show that came out. I cleared that in a night. I was excited when it first got announced. I was excited every time they would release a new trailer, a new concept. I loved the entire thing because I am a whore for the Fallout series. And when I finished it, I didn't walk away thinking, wow, that was absolute fucking trash. I wish they never made that. No, I walked away thinking, I'm glad they actually put time and effort into this show, because I'm not going to deny it. I thought that the show was going to be absolute dog shit the moment that they announced it. But I was pleasantly surprised. And the majority of my Twitter feed, because that's the only social media that I use nowadays, that's all that I seen was people praising this show. But then, you know, of course, you go through YouTube and you go through any video sharing platform, and there's bunch of people that sit there and want to say, oh, this show is ass. They put the female big bad whammon propaganda. It's always the same shit when it comes to these people that don't like a certain thing. It always boils down to it's woke, it's too woman oriented, or it's pushed by the far left media. Now, I understand in the last couple of years, things have become very, I wouldn't say PC, but they've become more lackluster in their content. Because ideas are hard to come by nowadays. Well, ideas aren't hard to come by, but, you know, Hollywood doesn't want to talk to the people that have new ideas. But the moment that you tell me that something is woke, or it has a strong whammon personality, it automatically invalidates your opinion to me. I'm sorry that it's got to be that way, but if you don't give me legit criticisms on why you don't like something, why you think it's trash, or why you just don't fuck with it, and your first response is it's too woke, anything beyond that could be legitimate criticisms. You could tell me that the writing was terrible, the story was trash, the character concepts made no fucking sense. I stop listening to you after you say it was too woke. Why? Because saying something is woke is not a legitimate fucking criticism anymore, people. Like, I stop using that as a legitimate excuse to not like something. Give me a fucking good reason why you don't like it. Okay, tell me that the characters are stupid. Tell me that the main character shooting his sidekick in the face in the first 10 minutes didn't make any fucking sense. And I will tell you, like, yeah, that I thought they were going to have a great chemistry the entire show, but look at that, just blasted him right in the fucking dome. Okay, yeah, that's a legitimate. Or telling me that the woman character that they have is nothing but a sex object, and you don't like women being portrayed specifically as sex objects. That makes 100%. That is a legitimate criticism that I can get behind. But telling me that something is woke will automatically just make me think, you know what? your criticisms have no fucking value to me. They have no essence that you actually give a shit whether this is bad or not. You are just another voice in the crowd saying that, oh, it's bad because woke propaganda. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. This is why I don't talk about what I like anymore. There was somebody I used to associate with back in the day that I refused, and I mean absolutely fucking refused to talk to about things that I liked, because anytime I would bring it up, I would bring up a new manga I'm reading, or a new comic book that got announced that I thought looked cool. It was always followed with, well, it's going to be dog shit anyways because it's written by so and so, or it's probably going to have, a strong women character. And after a while, you just don't want to talk about it to that person anymore. And then they'll be like, well, why don't we talk? Then they'll bring up something that you like, and you're like, dude, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to listen to you talk about what you fucking like. Like, that's not how that's going to work. I just wish we would leave people alone with the shit they like. And I know obviously there's shit heels on the internet. Like, I'm not one to miss the fact that there are just shit heels on the internet. They're like, oh, everybody likes something? Huh. Maybe I should throw my hat in the ring and tell them that it's ass just to see them freak out. Like, it makes no sense to me anymore. And the things that do get unanimously crazed end up just going tits up. That's shit. The recent Helldivers stuff. I heard so many people sing praises about that game. Like, just absolutely sing their praises. I'm not the biggest Helldivers fan, but that's just because I don't know. It gets boring after a while. Game got boring after a while. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with the game. It has great gameplay. It looks fantastic. I just got bored. That's all it burns down to. But of course, it came to an end. It came to a fucking end. Why? Because Sony had to dip their fucking fingers into it. They had to turn the game. Into, you have to connect it to a PlayStation account and fuck so many regions over, and then you have to make it's a long process. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry about that. I think we need to go back to, if you don't have anything to say about a certain topic, go to Reddit, go to 4chan, go to any of the literal millions and millions and millions of forums and post your opinion. Post about your sour grapes. Post how you're mad that everybody likes new thing. Because I know I genuinely do not give a fuck if somebody tells me they don't like anything anymore. Like, if you don't like anything, that is 100% a you fucking problem. And it will continuously be a you fucking problem. But I know it started when all the rage baiting video game... Yeah, the rage baiting sort of video game angry nerds came out. That's when the whole entire scene just decided to, oh, we're angry about a shitty video game, or we're angry about a shitty movie. Why do you hate it then? Why? Give me legitimate reasons. You look at this level design. Okay, fair enough. Anything else? Oh, it has a woman protagonist, and I'm gone. I'm out. Peace. Have fun with that. Just, if you don't like it, either have legitimate criticisms or shut the sweet California fuck up. God. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you very much for popping into another episode of the Podcast Eddie Variety Show. I'm sorry for missing last week. I just got moved into a new apartment. So, real life of course, always takes precedent over this internet shit. I have said that multiple times, and I will still say it more times than none. If you want to get a hold of me, go to x.com/enoughsnuff. That's about the only place you'll be able to reach me, because that's the only social media I'll ever fucking use. Bootleg Sobriety Camp. I know if you listen, you've heard of the project of Bootleg Sobriety Camp between me and Draven Fox. It's not dead. It's just taking an indefinite hiatus. It's taking an indefinite hiatus for a while. Just gotta get life sorted out first, and then it might come back. It might not. It was a fun project while it ran, and like we say over here on the channel, the podcast, the channel, whatever I'm using. Every project has its lifespan, and I think that reached its lifespan, and I'm happy it happened. How does that saying go? I would rather it happened and died than not have happened at all. So it was a fun project, and I think that's all I have for you today, folks. So, as always, from your friendly neighborhood degenerate, I am the podcast Abby. Have a great day. Have a great night. And as always, please, it's starting to get hot outside, like really fucking hot. So please, from me to you, and I'm pretty sure everybody else in the supermarket that's standing around you, keep your fucking balls clean.